Wild first half. Watson starts off with a tip pass pick six, and then the Ravens go right down the field after the Browns couldn't do anything on offense. Looked like the game was going to be over. Looked like we're all going to be commiserating at the bar. Awful start. These slow starts have got to be turned around. Give the Browns credit. They started chunking out the ball. They're out rushing the Ravens, which is a big stat in this game, and they're keeping the Ravens off the field on third down. That is huge. There is a lot of holds against Garrett. I hope at some point they start calling these flags. They have got to get tighter when it comes to these passing games. Watson has got to do a better job. I'm hoping Watson can get together with some ankle fairy and start feeling better, because he's got to play better than this to win this game. What was that decision? All Watson has to do. You know what? Watson did recover in this game. He made a big throw to Elijah Moore to keep a drive alive. They're kicking field goals. Jerome Ford's playing a wonderful game. The Browns should be running the ball more. I would run the ball more. At least laying out their players on offense and defense. Yes, Deshaun Watson's faster. Let's turn over to Baker Mayfield. I agree with you about that. I think actually, Mason, I don't mind these field goals. This game could have been a blowout. And again, why are they not running? I want to see more Kareem Hunt. I agree with you, Jay-Z, XP. I want to see more of Kareem Hunt. I want to see more running the ball. This passing game today has just not been there. It's been very, very off-kilter. The early throws were terrible and low. And then Njoku drops a pass. There's just no connection. But the Browns' defense has settled this game down. They're getting off. Again, the big two stats why the Browns win this game. They're out-rushing the Ravens. And the second one, on third down, the Browns are getting off the field. Yes, again, you got to get points. I agree with you. I think Deshaun will be okay. At this point, our offense is mediocre. It is very mediocre. They've got to trust this running game. Keep running the ball. Stefanski, Caden, is doing a terrible job with this team starting the games. Stefanski has got to get this team to start waking up earlier in these games. Can you imagine they came out firing? I agree with you, LB Browns. I would have ran the ball twice. I don't understand why the Browns aren't running the ball more. I would run the ball more. Everybody's frustrated with Watson. He's had a terrible game so far. He made one pass to Elijah Moore. I'll give him. He made that pass. Outside that, I want more Hunt too, LB Browns. I'm sorry, but I don't know how fans have faith in Watson. Oberellas, I at this point am so down on the passing game. Again, there's one pass. I'm like, okay, we'll give the Browns that. Outside that, it's just been clunky and it's just awkward. You feel tense. And anytime the Browns pass, it's like, screens. Red zone play calling. Watson has enough time. Watson and these Browns offense has to do, I'm telling you, run the ball more. Run the ball more. Chase is ready for Watson to stay in the locker room. I don't think it's last place yet. Okay, D. Blair, thank you. I love Martin Emerson. I'm one of the biggest Martin Emerson supporters. He is having a terrible game today. Terrible. That poor new left tackle is not having a good game. And Hudson's just getting killed by Clowney. Clowney, of course, having a career day. Emerson is just not having it today. And Emerson's had a great year. He's having a terrible. Emerson is having a terrible day. And again, I do want to bring this up. Multiple times I'm noticing pushes in the back with the Ravens and holds. At some point, the referees have to call these holds. If we had a decent quarterback, these games would be so much different. I don't disagree. Watson's missed easy throws. Ethan, I think Watson's missed all throws. The one pass to Elijah Moore, I'll give him. That was a good pass. Some of these others have just been, and the pass to Cooper coming out of 2-minute warning. That was a good pass. So the pass to Cooper, pass to Moore. That was it. We'll never be 6-3. I don't, no limit. If they keep getting off the field on third down and they outrun the Ravens, there's actually a very good shot the Browns can win this game. Refs have not been, home cooking. I mean, again, I've seen multiple holds on Garrett. Multiple. And there's been several pushes in the back. There was an earlier push in the back on Walker. Terrible. No call. I think we have the worst wide receiving core in the league. It doesn't look very strong right now, and they've got to get tougher. Again, run the ball more, David. Tom, sir, I don't agree with you. Random thought. Why can our offensive line never stay healthy? Man, they've had a rough time with tackles this year. Really rough time. Conklin was out after week 1. Juwan Jones out. Now Wills is out until for 4 weeks at least. Gotta do better. Imagine if we had still Cade York. Reed, let's not go there. There's not enough alcohol on a Sunday. Stanley, Stanley's had 5 false starts, not called. Our receivers can't get open. They've had a very hard time. Cooper had that one catch at the 2-minute warning. Elijah Moore made that catch, which was good. And Joku dropping that pass, boy, that was a drive killer. That was one of the few times Watson actually hit a guy and he couldn't catch him. All right, let's go back, get ready for the second half. Be here after the game. Again, the Browns are outrunning the Ravens, and they're getting off on 3rd down. That gives this team a chance. My big thought, run the ball more. Go Browns.